Welcome back to episode 2 of From Novice to Expert. We had some really great comments. Expert, clearly. We had some great comments on our first episode. If you haven't checked it out, scroll down. It's on Frankie's Facebook page. But we're just going to get right into it from your questions in the comments below. Kim sent us a great one. Okay, Frankie, is it okay to plant Dahlia bulbs now?
Dahlia. Dahlia. It's okay.
Dahlia bulbs.
Yes, indeed. So now that frost is starting to get out of the way, yes, it depends on what part of the country you're watching us from right now. But if you're in southern Ontario, through Ontario, you want to wait till it's frost-free conditions to be planting outdoors.
Okay, so I guess this is a similar one. Can I plant my calla lilies?
Same thing. So calla lilies, dahlias, gladioli, all those are the ones that you can be planting outdoors now that frost is out of the way for the bulk of the country.
That one was from Aaron. Thanks, Aaron, for sending that one in. Next one, I bought a red hydrangea yesterday from the store. Can I plant it now? Will it stay red? Thank you, Jean.
Depends on the variety of hydrangea. If it was just a potted one indoors that you maybe got for Mother's Day or perhaps for Easter, some of those varieties, even though they can be planted outdoors, may not overwinter. One of the better varieties that you want to look for is Endless Summer. It's fairly hardy for most locations across the country. Yeah,
I remember you saying that if you bought a hydrangea for Mother's Day that it might not be able to plant outside.
Yeah, it may not be winter hardy. So many of the hydrangea varieties are only hardy to zone 7. If you plant them outdoors, they may come back with lots of leaves but not go into bloom.
Okay, so Lucky sent us this one. Definitely paying attention in our last video because you had mentioned that corn gluten corn for dandelions to get rid of them. They were wondering where they can purchase that.
So it can be purchased almost anywhere. A lot of the times it's sold as a weed preventer. That's what's called a weed preventer. So you'll see corn glutens within. Bad news is the weeds now have already germinated their seeds. If you put corn gluten down now, it's a waste of money. So don't do it now. You want to do that early spring or also into the fall. So corn gluten, save your money. Just fertilize right now. Fertilize the lawn.
A lot of people want to know about calla lilies. These are really popular this time of year.
So callas are a really nice cut flower. Cannas as well, really nice and tall, great in full sun. So of course, sometimes plants become on trend, and that's just one of the trendy plants that are out there.
I love this one that Donna sent in. It's all about the critters. I'm sure if you have a garden, you have one mischievous critter that has been digging up your garden, and you actually wrote back to her, but to tell everyone else kind of how to mitigate that problem.
So critters, it doesn't matter whether it's a deer, a bunny, or let's say it's a squirrel. You got to figure out what they don't like to see, what they don't like to smell, what they don't like to hear, what they don't like to touch, what they don't like to taste. So let's do bunnies for an example.
Okay.
If you put a plastic owl in the garden, bunnies look at that owl and go, oh my god, owls eat me. They sometimes leave. You can do that. Or what you could do is put dog hair around the garden. Many are smell sensitive, so they smell the dog, they're like, whoa, I want to get out of here. Some people, for deer, will put a radio in the garden, and usually at sunrise or at sunset, that's when deer come out to eat. They put the radio on a timer, the radio goes off, and the deer's like, whoa, what's that? And runs away.
I feel like usually we're so used to thinking like, oh, I need to spray something on to keep them away, but that is super awesome.
Just kind of make for them frightened. So it's like a friend, you know, if you kind of make something unpleasing, they won't come back to your house.
All right, that was episode 2. Thank you so much for sending in your comments below. We really appreciate it. If you missed any of the questions, it's great how this community has formed because a lot of people will even just comment back if you know an answer to one. And again, if you have any more questions, we're in May now, so planting season has changed. Leave your comments below.
Sounds good. Dahlia, it doesn't matter. We're here to help.
Oh no.